Okay, in this beautiful video, we are watching this amazing experience. It's called Son of the Forest. It's a game that really caught my attention. It was like, wow, this game is cool, even if it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. All the tentacles, weird things, the mouth walking around. There is like something that looks like a mouth and is walking around, and it's got like tentacles. It's really creepy, really good. Then you see like NPCs in the game. They try to steal your stuff from your camp. You can. I don't even know how to say it. How do you say when you? You can dig. You can dig the ground. That's cool. And the way you dig the ground is really cool. I don't know if it uses Unreal Engine 5, but let's watch this hands-on preview, 4K resolution. Is going to be really informative, and the passion that we're going to acquire from this video is gonna enhance the experience of 2023, something like that. Yeah. So the first monster is the guy I was talking about. This guy is a mouth with tentacles. It's creepy. What the? Yeah. And he's got a cross.
Unlike some of its peers, The Forest, the survival horror game
Let me decrease a bit the volume of the desktop. You never know.
from Canadian-based studio Night Games delivered on not just the popular Gather and Craft
I don't know why he's holding a lighter. Because it's not dark. You can see around. Maybe something is scared of lighters or something like that, I guess.
survival game format, but also added a surprisingly complex and
Look at these monsters. This red looking, all slimy guy. I don't know if he's like really tall or he's like me, 6 foot, something like that.
Banana's story featuring cannibals and mutants. With the immediate arrival of its long-awaited sequel, Sons of the Forest, comes not only the pressure to top the beloved experience of the original, but also to add some new and increasingly wild surprises.
I hope this game is on console as well, so I can get maybe Game Pass, so I can get like a lot of hands-on. And maybe I'm not the type of plays this kind of game, but maybe I'm gonna buy this game because yeah, looks interesting enough. Like I like it.
And based on the 5 hours I've played so far, I'm not a
What the fuck is this? This is creepy. This guy is a worm with 2 people at the end of each side and is walking, rotating. What is this?
only excited about the sequel's potential, but also confident that Night could revolutionize the survival genre. The Forest begins with a simple premise. You've
It's
got to land on
creepy. It's creepy. It's creepy.
a mysterious peninsula and begin your quest to survive at all costs. There was also the optional objective of
Oh.
a task that would take you down a wild and disturbing narrative rabbit hole populated by flesh-hungry mutants. Sons of the Forest largely shares the same setup, substituting
Answer in the comment. This game is done with Unreal Engine 5 or is just a really good engine? Because I like the engine.
for a missing billionaire. It's a basic idea, but one that allows you to jump straight into the action, allowing players who have no intention of progressing the rescue mission to solely focus on building their very own lakeside resort with some friends right
Look how cool is this. Like, come on, this is cool. Like, yeah, I don't know why I think it's cool, but it's cool.
like its predecessor.
And look at the shadows, the lighting. It's insane. What can you say?
You can play, build, and cause chaos with 7 of your friends in co-op, but you can still see everything Sons of the
Up
Forest has
at
to offer.
to 7 people.
The big difference this time, though, is that even when you play solo, you're not alone. Enter Calvin. Very start of
What
Sons
the
of Forest,
fuck?
You're introduced to Calvin, an elite soldier who not only survived the helicopter crash that stranded you on the island, but is also very much along for the survival ride as an AI companion. While Calvin has suffered some major head trauma that's left him unable to speak, his injury, perhaps surprisingly, prevented him from being
So he's like a robot.
replicate complicate the multiplayer experience for solo players, Calvin will follow you around and respond to commands issued via a bunch of handy quick select options on a notepad. He'll take
Yeah.
to see out your less than
Collect wood.
such as chopping down trees and gathering logs. During my hands-on, the value of having an
I don't know why I feel bad for this Calvin.
there was a huge benefit to sending Calvin off.
He's got like zero emotion. Look how he walks. He's like, yeah, he's a robot.
Turn around to find a fresh pile of logs for our disposal, with Calvin already on his merry way to collect more.
This is cool.
Calvin somewhat provide company for solo players, but he offers helpful, time-saving resources even when in a group, putting a significant
Look, he's shooting arrows.
affords more time to either sculpt a masterpiece or plow forward.
Oh, at least this Calvin guy rests. He's got some time to rest and enjoy himself, or maybe trying. Or maybe you have to tell him, enjoy yourself, Calvin.
Well, at least to some degree. He sits down to rest when he gets tired and seeks water when he's thirsty. He'll also become upset if you treat him poorly, which makes him less productive and
It's like a pet. He's a human, your personal human pet, Calvin.
increases the value as a companion. And if you decide you're not interested in having a worker bee along for the ride, you have the option to disable Calvin in the most realistic way possible.
Kill him.
Shoot him in the head, and you'll remove him from your session permanently. You're limited to one Calvin per multiplayer session, so the dream
What the fuck? A legion of Calvins.
Developers assured me that there are other companions you can find as you progress, each with their own unique AI. During my playtime, I caught a glimpse of Virginia, a mutant with 3 arms and 3 legs. She quickly scalpered once I approached her.
Oh my god.
More skittish sensibility than Calvin, but the developers told me that she can eventually be recruited and will become attached to you over time.
What the hell? Look.
They compared her instincts to that of an elusive and independent cat, which stands in opposition to Calvin's lovable and obedient dog. The AI improvements aren't limited to just
Calvin points people.
across several groups of enemies, ranging from a cluster of cannibals to a mob of monstrosities, each demonstrating their own impressive decision-making abilities. It felt like my enemies were thinking and making active decisions.
What the hell? This is cool. The fact that I can move like this and be so interactive.
Some foes would just be extremely wary and
Ooh, they are creepy. Imagine fighting them at night.
aggressively, only to back down when things didn't go their way. I saw enemies consoling their fallen friends, changing their clothes depending on the weather conditions, and even trying to destroy my newly erected home.
Look at them running away. It's fun, it's
Not
fun.
only following coded rules, but also adapting their thoughts based on the external influences. The developers explained to me that certain enemies with leadership qualities can influence the decisions of others and even promote ideas in their ranks, such as religion, and that each individual has their own tastes, desires, and
The fuck? Ooh, look at this. This is crazy. Ugh.
From my small taste of Sons of the Forest, I didn't really get a
I would probably crap myself playing this game in the, like, going in the cave.
filled my mind with dozens of
Still scary. Like, I think this game is going to be full of jump scares. Like, oh my god.
that change as you progress. I even accidentally triggered a war after I stupidly opened the entrance to the game's complex underground cave network and released a faction of mutants into the domain of the tribe.
What are those babies?
Cause their living space to change and encouraging them to adjust their focus. And after that little taste of chaos, I can't wait
Yeah.
to see how flexible this system can be. As you'd expect, the titular forest makes a return, and it looks better than ever. From the complex density of foliage,
Oh, the graphic is amazing.
beautifully lit cave stalactites amongst the hanging corpses. And
What is this? Babies, fetuses.
show here rivals the majority of
Ugh.
places. It was
Oh my god. Ugh.
without even the slightest hint of repetition in its design. With a tease of bunkers, villages, and God knows what else in a world that's promised to be 4 times larger than the original, I can easily see myself getting lost and then sidetracked in the wilderness for hours on end. But at its core, Sons of the Forest is a survival game, and so when you're not exploring, there's a good chance you're building. The construction tools have been significantly overhauled for the sequel. Gone are the floating blue ghost building blocks, replaced by user-friendly, realistic presentation of wilderness carpentry. Instructions are more literal, and actions are contextual. Instead of just loading resources into a ghost version of the final product, you're now free to, with magnetic and snapping assistance, manually place logs and sticks in the direction of
Wow.
allowing
What?
for a complete customization of your structure.
This is beautiful.
Predetermined design.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Calvin and I immediately set to work on building a lake lakeside domicile of our own. And what they decided to do
It's
with the
funny.
design immediately
I think Calvin is going to be like a good companion. Just the fact that he's pointing, oh, look at this. What is this?
points present not only a decision but an opportunity for expression.
Oh my
I
god.
found that the option of the more traditional blueprint builds is still there for the purists, but I found the DIY construction far more appealing than the IKEA approach. Then, of course, there's the optional story to follow. From the teasers in the trailers, this is implied to be bigger and perhaps even crazier than the original, and hopefully continues directly on from the Forest's cliffhanger. But amongst the time spent constructing and fighting off hordes of
Ugh.
I didn't
Oh my
have a
god,
sense
what the?
of how the story was going to go beyond the initial premise. It did feel very familiar to the story of the Forest though, which I guess makes sense in the term of dropping players right into the action. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't have concerns that it could potentially retread old ground. My hope is this simply serves as a jumping off point to go in some truly crazy directions, and it develops a narrative through line from the first game that still feels cohesive. But time will tell once I get my hands on the full game and manage to pull myself away from building a replica of the Ewok village and destroying the lives of the unsuspecting locals. Sons of the Forest appears to evolve.
Oh, you can catch turtles. Ah, okay. You eat fish like that? No food, food poisoning.
And smarter AI enemies and companions that could not only provide a huge leap forward for the series, but the survival game genre as a whole. And if you like that video and want to find out more about Sons of the Forest, why not check out everything that we know.
So when is this game going to be released?
Stick with IGN.
Must be like a date, no? 2023, so there is no date, but this is one of the games that I'm most curious to see. Imagine if they do a mod like RP where they can do stuff like that, like Rust. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this game, and I'm sure this game is going to be popular because it's cool. It's really cool, and we're gonna wait and see maybe E3 2023 to see more about this game.